The ban list did nothing. It didn't do anything. It didn't do anything. This deck is still crazy. Yo, what I really do? DC gang, welcome back to the channel, my boys, my gangsters. As always, I hope you guys are having a great day out there, gang. So with that being said, I got it on me. It's time to rescue Ace. It's time to rescue the boy. It's season 31st. I decided to start off the season with Rescue Ace because I actually didn't play Rescue Ace last season at all whatsoever. The new ban list dropped and I wanted to see how much it would impact this deck. It didn't. Just quick spoilers. I'm not gonna let you wait till the end of the video. It didn't do anything to the deck. The deck is still powerful. The deck feels extremely good to play. Even though I'm playing it at 50, this is one of the only decks that I can play at 50 and say I'm happy to play it at 50 because it's still consistent. Ironically, I almost opened up with this thing almost every hand, which was hilarious to me. But I really like this ratio right here with 50 cards. Of course, I'm going to give you a reference deck list with 42 cards, I think it is. So before we get into all the shenanigans, just a quick reminder, if you guys enjoy the content, remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe to the boy, because I would greatly appreciate it. You guys have been tearing it up for the channel, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. So with that being said, let's go check out the reference deck list before we get into mine real quick. Let's get into that, gang. So this deck list is from the top 100 June 24 Duelist Cup top 100. Pretty good deck from Mattel's bra. I don't know if I'm butchering that name out. If I am, I apologize. But it's 42 card deck list, which actually I think is 41 because right here it says Bonfire is at 3, but it's supposed to be at 2. So this deck list is actually 41 cards instead of 42. So I wanted to show it to you because again, it's top 100. Also it has less cards than mine does, so you know it's very similar. I think mainly the ratios is what's different, and they're also playing Infinite Impermanence. Now I opted not to play Infinite Impermanence. A lot of people play this deck without Infinite Impermanence, so if you want to have it in there, I think this is the best deck list to follow in terms of having, you know, Infinite Impermanence and the rest of the stuff that you need. Then their extra deck is a little different. They are playing one Anima, which I 100% agree with. I actually want to slap this in my deck list, and then on top of that, my bad bro, I had to sneeze, but on top of that, they're also playing the Nightmare Phoenix, which I also 100% agree with. These are two cards that I actually want to slap in my deck list as well. I just haven't done it because I don't just copy and paste deck lists. I like the whole process of building my own deck, playing it and see how it works, right? So I wanted to show you the reference deck list right here, just in case you don't want to play it at 50. I think this is one of the best versions to play at 42 or less than 45, you know what I mean? So with that being said, let's go back to my deck list. Alright, my boys, so for my deck list, we're going all out, all gas, all everything. We got everything in the bag. We got it secure, right? So we're gonna run one Cypher driver because we are playing the Cypher Gamma. I have a love and hate relationship with this card. It's extremely good and it's extremely sucky. Now in this deck list specifically, this thing actually in my games helped me out a lot. Essentially because of the fact that sometimes we start off our combos with spells. Not to mention that for the mirror match is crazy because this is the only hand trap that your Turbulence cannot dodge, right? It can dodge Infinite Impermanence, we can dodge Effect Veiler, we can low-key dodge the Nibiru, but this is the only hand trap the Turbulence cannot dodge because this doesn't matter where it goes. What you do to it is gonna get negated, right? So that's why we're playing the Gamma. Then we're gonna play 2 Effect Veilers. Now I almost opted to play 2 Infinite Impermanence instead of playing 2 Effect Veilers, again for the fact that we can't use this on our turns. Also, you know, if Infinite Impermanence doesn't play into Triple Tactic Talent, but because our back row might be full, I decided to just keep the Effect Veiler at 2 and leave it at that. So also it's a level 1 tuner. Not that it mattered much, but with this thing in your level 1, you can make Baron de la Flor, which I'm playing in this deck, and I'm gonna tell you why, right? Then we're gonna play one Jet Synchro for the same reason that I'm playing level 1 tuners and stuff like that. But Jet Synchro actually has gotten me out of a lot of pinches. This thing can help you do your combo because for example, when you open up your cards that you can't normal summon, you can send them to the graveyard with your Jet Synchron, so that allows you to special summon your Preventer or your Turbulence if you manage to get 2 Rescue Ace cards in the graveyard. This thing is actually tough, and people are low-key sleeping on it for this deck. Well, for my version, it's not that they're sleeping on it, it's that they're not synchro summoning into anything, so it's not needed. But since I'm playing Baron de la Flor, I'm playing it, right? Then we're gonna play 2 Rescue Ace Hydrants. It's just Hydrant. It's your main contention winning condition, right? Because you always win it on the field. So your traps and spell get the extra effect from them. And also it's unaffected, you know what I'm saying? This thing is just tough. It's just tough. It's the only level 1 that is low-key scary. Then we're going to play 1 Snake Eyes Poplar. Because you know Poplar technically is a 1-card combo. If you can manage to special summon it with the bonfire, it's even better. But also I low-key like playing it at 2, but I decided not to play it at 2. I think 1 is fine, especially now that the bonfire's at 2 as well. I'm like, yeah, Poplar to 1 makes more sense now. I used to like playing it at 2 just because sometimes you might open up bonfire and Poplar, but since it's limited to 2, I'm like, the likeliness of that is not the same, so that's why we're running it at 1. Then we're gonna run 3 Maxi for Maxi reasons. Again, I told you we were playing the Gamma. Gamma is just really good. Ash Blossom, Joyous Spring, of course we're playing Ash for Ash reasons. We can make Baron the Floor with it and any one of our 2 level 7s that we play in the game, so kind of multiple benefits from it, but other than that, it's just Ash Blossom. Then we're gonna play 2 Rescue Ace Impulse. Rescue Ace Impulse allows you to play on turn 0. This deck can 100% play on turn 0. You could have a flip a face-up card face down with your Turbulence, depending how you open up with the hand. I've done it. It's actually pretty nuts. So we're gonna play the Impulse, because even if you don't do it like that, Impulse, if you make your board and end up with just a Hydrant and your back row and, like, let's say your Whale or whatever, if you have Impulse at some point in time, that means you're just gonna be able to special summon Preventer from the deck, which is gonna give you your flip, right? So that's why you play it at 2. Some people like playing it at 1, some people like playing it at 2. I like it. I mean, at 3, I like it at 2. Then we're gonna play 2 Rescue Ace Airlifter because it's limited to 2. Not yet, right? But it's going to be, so we're playing it at 2 anyways. It's the main card that you want to normal summon, but the best combo is always going to be Bonfire into Poplar, Poplar into Link Karibo, put the Poplar, get the spoils, get the Poplar out, special summon Hydrant, search out your Airlifter. That's always gonna be the best combo that you can do, because it just gives you a lot of resources besides just having to normal summon, right? Or before you normal summon. So that's why we have the 2 copies right now. Then we're gonna play the Fire Attacker. I am playing like almost one of every copy of the Rescue Ace cards, because this thing is actually nuts. If you can manage to special summon it some way somehow when your opponent's trying to add a card, this thing actually came in clutch in a few games. I think in one of the replays you're gonna see it. It came in super clutch. I drew into like an Effect Veiler, and I didn't have to use my negates on the back row. So it's really good actually. Then we're gonna run 1 Rescue Ace Fire Engine. Now I'm not the hugest fan of the Fire Engine, but it does come in clutch as well sometimes, because it will allow you to special summon the Hydrant if you didn't have any other way of bringing it back to the field. So it could be really good. Also, it's another card that special summons itself once you normal summon your Hydrant or something like that. So it sometimes it secures you in the fact that it lets you know that you're gonna have 2 Fire Rescue Ace monster that you can send to the graveyard, link off into the graveyard, and special summon your Hydrant from. So I really like it in that sense. Then I was playing only 1 Diablo Star, decided to bump it up to 2, and I think it was the right idea, because Diablo Star into almost anything. Diablo Star plus Jet Synchro is a really good combo. Diablo Star plus Poplar is a really good combo, and everything else is also good. So even Diablo Star plus Ciphering Driver is really good. So we're playing 2 copies of it. Then we're gonna play 2 Rescue Ace Preventers to prevent our opponent from trying to gain W's. And yeah, it's just you're gonna banish a card. This thing does a lot for the deck. If your Hydrant is banished, or if your Turbulence is banished, which a lot of the time if you banish it with the SP, if you can get your Preventer, you're gonna bring it back and get your back row, which is insane. Then if your Hydrant is banished, you can bring it back, use Hydrant's effect. It's a lot of different things. Preventer is just really good. Then we're gonna run 2 Turbulence, again your big boss monster, the main boss monster, the thing that everybody wants to stop at all times because it sets your back row. Turbulence. We're gonna run 2 Nibiru. Yeah, we're not playing Infinite Impermanence. I low-key wanted to play it at 3 at some point in time, but I was like, 2 is fine. 2 is fine. We're playing 2 of it because, you know, going second, we might need that to wipe the board, yada, yada, yada. That's why we also play a bunch of hand traps, because going second, we don't have the Infinite Impermanence. We need the hand traps, right? Which a lot of the time I did open up with a good amount of hand traps and like airlifter, so not complaining there. Then we're gonna run the Harpies Feather Duster because I'm not playing any deck right now without my back row removal, my janitor card, the Harpy Feather Duster. This thing is tough. I'm not playing any deck without it. Every deck plays back row, even including this deck, so wiping out the back is always gonna be good. So we're playing one copy of it. We're gonna play the reinforcement of the army to reinforce the army. You know how that goes. So try your airlifter or your impulse. Most of the time it's the airlifter if you don't have it already, but you know, this thing is really good. It also bases out the Ash if you already have the combo. I like this thing. Then we're playing the 1-for-1. Yes sir, we're playing the 1-for-1 because again, if we have the Cypher Gamma and this thing, we're having a good time. If we have the 1-for-1 and the Jet Stinker, we're having a good time. If we have the 1-for-1 and the Poplar, we might be having a good time if we have this post in the hand. This thing is good. It's good for the deck. It allows you to special summon your 1-card combo, right? So even though Hydrant is technically not a 1-card combo, but if you special summon it instead of normal summoning it, it can be a 1-card combo. So that's why we run the 1-for-1. 2 triple tactic talent because I'm talented, and who doesn't want to have double the talent, right? Yeah, that's pretty much it. 2 copies of it to draw cards, take over. This thing is super annoying. I hate getting hit by it, and I love using it, but it's super annoying how good this card is, but I'm not complaining about it. I actually like it. It's really good for the game. Then we're gonna run Simple Spoil Subversion because going second, this thing is the most slept on card in the game in my opinion, because whoever doesn't want to play this in any version that you play Diablo or Poplar, you're doing yourself a disservice, because going second, a lot of monsters are unaffected by everything except for spells. Even this thing, where's it at? The Appaloosa, you could just put it back in the back when you just get rid of 3 negates. Come on now, this thing is tough. This thing is tough. Then we're gonna play the 2 bonfires, of course limited to 2. We're gonna play the original Simple Spoils. You could definitely play multiple copies of it. I only own 1, and I've always done perfectly fine with it in any deck that I had it in with just 1. So then we're gonna run 1 Rescue Ace HQ, which I was running at 2 at some point in time. I was running 1 Diablo Star and 2 Rescue Ace HQ, and I was opening up with it too much. Sometimes I opened both copies. I was like, alright, let's not do it. Let's not do it. Bump up the Diablo Star back to 2, bump this back down to 1. Then I had the 2 Call by the Grave, so Call by the Grave is nuts right now. Cross out Designator, of course. We're gonna run the Rescue, the Alert, and of course 3 emergencies. You definitely have to play this thing at 3 at all times. The 1 wanted, because we want that W limited to 1. I want that subscription, subscribe, you know what I'm saying. And then we're gonna run the Contain, and we're gonna run the Extinguish. That is the whole deck. All of our covers are all of our bases are covered. We have an answer to almost everything, and even Evenly Matched, which is in the extra deck, of course. But Ron de la Floyd, the boy, that's the only reason why I'm playing it, is because Evenly Matched is on the rise right now. That thing is insane, and is the main out to this deck. Is the main thing that will destroy this deck, because you gotta banish everything. So I'm playing Baron the Floor, which you're gonna make with any one of your level 1 tuners and your Turbulence. That's pretty much it. You're gonna see it in the replays. Then we're gonna run the Link Karibo, of course. Now here it is, Salaman Greylight, Sunlight Wolf. This is what I will take out of here. Take it out, because I don't think I ever went into this thing out of the 20-30 games that I played. No. Take this out, put the Nightmare Phoenix in there, or put the Anima. That's all I'm gonna say. Then we're gonna run the Hita, the Fire Charmer. Come on, you're playing a fire deck, of course. IP Mascarenita, which I rarely go into. I rarely go into this thing recently as well. It's a good card, but you could definitely play the deck with IP. Oh my god, he's crazy. He's telling you not to play IP. I'm not telling you not to play it. I'm telling you that because the way you do the combo now, and the reason why we play 2 SP Little Knights, we mainly go into SP Little Knights with those shenanigans all of the time. So you barely go into IP, is just all I'm saying. But then we're gonna run the Dark Charmer Gloomy, of course. We're gonna run 2 SP Little Knights, aka Stuart Little. We're gonna run the Promethean Princess, which I also want to bump up to 2 because of Unicorn. That's mainly it, but you'll still be doing fine with it at 1. Even when Unicorn banishes this, a lot of the time we can still make plays. Then we're gonna run the Ambler Way, of course. We're gonna run the Appaloosa above the Goddess. Access Code Tucker, which you can 100% take out of here. I just like the fact that sometimes you might want to pop cards in order to lethal damage, right? So I like having it in here, but you could definitely take it out, and like I said, add the Anima or add the other Phoenix, the fire one, right? The Link 2. the Nightmare Phoenix. So it's up to you whether you want to have it or not. It's not necessary because again we have the OTK line with Siglantis, Salamangreat Raging Phoenix, and the Promethean Princess. But of course we're also gonna run the Underworld Goddess of the Closed World, La Blanquita, the White Woman. So that is the whole deck list. Ironically, it's actually consistent, bro. I bricked about 3 times though, I'm not gonna lie. But the way you brick is because sometimes you might open up without hand traps and stuff like that. That's mainly it. Or there was a time when I opened up Turbulence Preventer, I didn't have anything to normal summon and hand traps. So that might be also a brick. Also, you know, your traps, you don't want to have them unless you have a Rescue Ace monster. But besides that, the deck is actually extremely great. I'm gonna show you, I think we went 13 and 7, and 3 games that I lost were stupid because my opponent opened up with Infinite Impermanence, Ash, and Max C. The other one, it was Kashtira, full combo. I couldn't stop it, so my cards were being banished. There was no way of getting around that. And then the other one I bricked. So you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna post the picture somewhere around here. Don't let me forget, man, because I'll be forgetting to post the pictures. So with that being said, enough with the yapping. Let's get into the replays. Alright, familia, so we have about 7 to 8 saucy replays for you guys. Now this was the first game that I had with the deck. Now Rescue Ace is one of those decks that you don't have to relearn. Once you learn Rescue Ace, it's pretty easy to get back into it. So, but I think I did make 1 or 2 mistakes, if I remember correctly. But either way, here we're gonna start off with the Bonfire. We're gonna get ourselves the Poplar to the head. I don't know what my opponent has yet or doesn't have, so we're gonna special summon the Poplar, activate the Poplar. Was it full combo? It might have been full combo. So we're gonna link off the Poplar here to go into the Link Karibo, bring it out here, that's mine. We're going to activate the Poplar's effect, put her back in the back row so we could activate the Spoils, get her back out of here, so we could special summon the Hydrant. No, okay, yeah, there it is. Ash Blossom, so of course we're gonna cross that out. We're gonna cross it out immediately. I know they don't have a Max C either because their field did not prompt before this, because when you have Max C, it prompts more often than when you have the Ash, right? So here we're gonna special summon the Hydrant. We're gonna activate Hydrant's effect, get myself the Airlift, and like I said, this is best combo. Normal summon the Airlifter, activate its effect, get the Rescue Ace HQ because we already have the emergency. I could have got the alert and searched out a Preventer or the Turbulence itself, but I decided to get the field spell here. We're gonna use the Link Karibo and the Airlifter to link off into the SP Little Knight, which is why I'm telling you I'm rarely playing the IP Mascarenita right now, or making it doing my combos. So that way we could activate the emergency, special summon the Turbulence. We're gonna get the Hydrant out of here. We're gonna activate the Turbulence. So now if they have an Infinite Impermanence, a Veiler, or whatever that can target this thing, we can dodge it. So here we get to set up our back row completely. The Extinguish, the Contain, the Emergency, and this is where I messed up. The Rescue, I was supposed to, I don't think I should have set the Emergency. I should have definitely set the Alert, because we're gonna get the Hydrant back. So we're gonna use both of these monsters right here to go into the Promethean Princess, bring it out here, activate Promethean Princess effect. We're gonna special summon the Hydrant back here, activate the Hydrant's effect, activate the Rescue as we rescue the Turbulence back onto the field. Now mind you, I know I could have done this combo way better, way differently. I know I could have, but this is what we did. We're gonna go into the Ambler Whale, and we're gonna activate the Rescue HQ. We're gonna recycle 4 of our cards here to draw 1. We draw into another copy of the Bonfire. Now again, our board could have been way better. We could have definitely have the Turbulence. I could have definitely set a better back row. But again, it was my first game. You can see in the other replays how I started doing better. So they're gonna activate the Bonfire here, getting themselves the Poplar to the hand. I don't know exactly what I'm playing with, but at some point in time we realized it was a mirror match, right? As a special summon the Poplar, get the Spoil. He literally had the same combo I did, and that's how he started. Link off the Link Karibo, right? That means Poplar gets to activate, put herself in the back row, bring her out here. We're gonna activate the Spoil, get her back out of here, special summon the Hydrant. So here I'm gonna activate the Promethean Princess, pop the Hydrant, pop the Whale. I was hoping they didn't have the emergency, but that's always something that, you know, they could have. So here they do have the emergency, unfortunately. So they're gonna get the Hydrant out of here before we get to pop it, so they can special summon the Turbulence. Get the Hydrant out of here. The Princess still gets to pop the Whale, special summon the Princess. So here they're going to activate the Triple Tactic Talent. They're going to go for the take control of a monster. So of course I know they're going to try and take control over my Hydrant, which is going to turn off the extra effects of our traps. So I decided to activate my emergency here. They're going to activate the Ash Blossom on it, unfortunately, so that's going to force out my trap as I contain the Turbulence. And then we're going to extinguish the Link Kuriboh, get it out of here. So that way they don't make an SP Little Knight, stuff like that. Get it both out of here. Well, we're going to negate the Turbulence, get the Link Kuriboh out of here. Ash is going to stop the emergency. And now it's a real emergency because they're going to take over the Hydrant here. I'm going to activate the Whale though and pop my own Hydrant. Give me that, it's mine. And of course, he had a Hydrant in the hand the whole time. Bro had never normal summoned. And I was just baffled by this because I'm like, how good are you at this game? Because you're better. You're just better. They're going to activate the Hydrant, get themselves the Turbulence to the hand. They're going to link off the Hydrant to go into the Relinquish Anima, which again I want to slap in this deck because it's this good. I wasn't even thinking about that. They're going to take over the Promethean Princess. They're going to activate the Turbulence Banish 2, and I'm not even going to let it come onto the field to activate. It's just Cypher and Gamma. Cypher and Gamma negate that pop it because once he took over my Princess, it's when I realized that I'm the one that's better for real. Pop the Turbulence, get that thing out of here. End phase, they don't even want to go for the battle phase because they can't attack over both monsters, right? So here we're going to join to a Fire Engine. We're going to activate the Sinful Spoils. The Subversion, which I keep telling you is cracked. Because look at this. I got my Princess back. Put this thing in the back row. And now we could combo off. I say activate the original Spoils. We're going to bring the Poplar back to the deck so we could get ourselves the Hydrant. We're going to well, it's just going to trigger. We're going to normal summon the Hydrant here. Special summon the Fire Engine. Activate the Emergency so I could set the Extinguish in the back so I could pop the Turbulence that they own over there. Get that thing out of here. Yeah, we lose the attack boost, but who cares? We're going full combo. Activate the Bonfire. Get myself the Poplar. And yeah, he knows where we're going. He knows my destination from here on out. It's that W. You know what I'm saying? Full combo, bro. There's no stopping us. They have no interruption. They never got to make a Princess. We actually handled that pretty well. Well, he helped us handle it pretty well by taking over that Princess. But let's continue. Alright gang, here we are for replay numero 2. Number 2 of the day, and I believe we're going first against the Cats. Pearly. So I wanted to show you this combo because if I'm not mistaken, in this combo I made the Baron de la Flor, right? So we're going to activate the Bonfire here, getting ourselves the Poplar to the hand. Again, best combo, we're going to special summon the Poplar, activate the Poplar's effect, get ourselves the Spoil. We're going to link her off into the Link Kuriboh, bring it back to the back row. We can speed this up a little bit, right? Activate the Spoils, get it out of here, special summon the Hydrant, activate, well, we didn't activate the Hydrant yet. We're going to normal summon the Airlifter, activate the Airlifter's effect, getting ourselves the alert here. We're going to activate the Hydrant so I can search out my Turbulence from now on, right? Then we're going to activate the alert so I can search out the Turbulence, and this is just nasty. As we're going to use both the Airlifter and the Link Kuriboh to link off into the SP Little Knight. This is what I'm telling you, I rarely go into the IP now because I always want to dodge with the SP Little Knight. That's why I play that too. So we're going to activate the 1-for-1 here. Send the Preventer to the graveyard. Special summon the Jet Synchro. We're going to activate the Turbulence. We're going to banish 2 cards from the graveyard right here. Special summon the Turbulence, and you're probably wondering, what the heck did he just do? Sending the Preventer, what's wrong with guy? You're gonna see. It's my combo, bro. Activate the Turbulence. We're gonna set our back row, of course. Nice and easy. Lemon squeezy. All back there. Give me that, it's mine. We already used the alert, so we had to set the emergency instead. We're gonna use the level 1 tuner and level 9 monster to go into Baron de la Flor, aka a security against Evenly Match. Activate the Jet Synchro, send a card to the graveyard, special summon it. Activate the Rescue because we have the Hydrant. With the Rescue, we're gonna rescue the Preventer. Bring it back out here. Then with the Jet Synchro and the SP Little Knight, we get to link off into the Promethean Princess. You see how the Jet Synchro is just that good? You see how it helps? We're going to activate the Princess, special summon the Turbulence back onto the field. Then we're going to use the Turbulence and the Princess to link off into the Umbla, the Whale. Bring it out here. And this is just nasty. This is just nasty. We have our protection against Evenly Match, or anything else for that matter. We have the Hydrant already on the field, so we get to pop, extinguish, contain, emergency if we want to. We have the flip face up. We have the Whale, so we could pop with the Promethean Princess, and I have an Ash. What are you talking about? What are you? The only thing I'm worried about is a Super Poly, which they don't have. I say normal summon the Pearl Lily. I'm gonna negate it here. I know it's kind of saucy doing that. I just wanted to negate it and pop it. It's not much about the negate. I wanted to pop it so that way they can activate more effects or have the body on the field. But technically, you should always be weary with the Baron de Floor and always save it for that evenly. But either way, they're going to activate the Pearly Happy Memory. Also, they already normal summon, so I'm assuming they're not going to activate evenly. That's why I did it like this. So they're going to activate the memory here so they can remember how to properly take this L. As I show them the Ash Blossom because I'm feeling joyous. No more happiness for you. Don't remember anything. Get that thing out of here. And then we're going to negate and pop this thing. Get it out. Oh yeah, they scooped after that. Never mind. I thought there was more. I think it was a different game. But yeah, either way, I just wanted to show you how you can make the Baron. Look at the dirty board that we can make because of Jet Synchron. It's not just that you get to use it like that. It's just it's follow-up. It's an extra body. It's a lot of different things. It's a fire monster. And like I said, it's a tuner. So come on. So with that being said, let's go into the next replay. Again, here we are for replay numero 3. Number 3 of the day. We're going second against the Snake Eyes people. So here they're going to start off by normal summoning the Ash. That's fresh meat. That's fresh meat for a Gamma. You immediately side frame that. Frame it, put it in a picture, negate it and pop it. Nos vemos mañana. Because we just basically stopped like 3 effects. As they activate the... Oh yeah, this is Fire King Snake Eyes. So they're going to activate the Diablo Star. They're going to send the Arvada to the graveyard. Activating Diablo Star's effect. They're going to get themselves the Subversion. Which, you know, that means they have the spoils in the hand. Activating the spoils. Get Diablo Star out of here. Ash it. Ash it right there and then. Stop that. All of it. All of it. Very decent going second hand that we had. I was extremely happy about it. And this is what I'm telling you. The deck is low-key consistent even at 50. As we're going to activate the emergency, we're going to special summon the Hydrant. We're going to send the Fire Engine to the graveyard as we activate the Hydrant's effect. Getting ourselves the Airlifter. We're going to normal summon the Airlifter. Activate Airlifter. Get the Alert. We're going to activate Alert, of course. Getting ourselves the Turbulence to the hand. We're going to activate the Turbulence, banish 2 cards from the graveyard to special summon it. We're going to activate Turbulence effect, and I know that this is not an infinite impermanence because at no point in time during the activation of both of these cards did it do anything. So we're going to activate the Turbulence here. We're going to set up our back row nice and easy. 4 cards. They belong to me. Oh, 3, because we already have the Extinguish in the hand. Now, you're probably wondering, isn't it easy to get lethal here? Yes, but you got to see how I did it, because I was worried about Nibiru, so I activate the Hydrant. Well, not the Hydrant, the Rescue. I'm going to take the Arvada, so now we have a monster in the game before we have to worry about Nibiru, which I think they had and never activated. And then we're going to use both of these monsters here to go into the Hita. We're going to activate the Hita here, and then I'm going to take over their Snake Eye Ash. Activate Ash effect, search out the Poplar, which means I get to special summon the Poplar. Activate the Poplar's effect, get myself the Subversion that we don't even need, and that's lethal damage right there. Lethal damage with 2 of my opponent's cards from the graveyard. We managed to stop them going second, and yeah, it was GG's. It was GG's. That's what I'm telling you. The Gamma is extremely good. Yeah, it can be bricky sometimes. And yeah, it sucks that you can't use it once you have a monster on the field. But for a lot of different decks, managing to negate and pop is insane. It's like having a Baron de Floor in your hand. That's breaking. So with that being said, let's go into the next replay. Alright, my boys, here we are for replay numero 4. I think it is 4, right? And we're going second against Fire King Tri-Brigade. Tri-Brigade Fire King is a 60-card deck list. They're going to activate the Wanted because they want that W. Searching out the Diablo Star, the Black Witch. They're going to normal summon the Ocanics. Activate Ocanics, popping the OG Garunix, right? So they can get themselves the Ponex. That's going to trigger the Ponex to special summon themselves onto the field. Bring it out here. Activate the Ponex effect. Getting themselves the Fire King Sanctuary. Activate the Fire King. Yo, what's wrong with this guy? He got a ciphering gun. What's going on? Yeah, bro, I'm smart with it though. Watch this. They're gonna activate the Fire King Island here. Activate the Fire King Island's effect. They're gonna pop the Ponex. They're gonna get themselves the Garunix. Activating Garunix effect, and this is when they're gonna special summon. Activate it. We're gonna pop it. Yep. Yeah, but they have it in the graveyard. I'm not worried about all of that, bro. I have a plan. Activate the Cypher and Gamma. Pop that thing so they don't get to pop off anymore. They're gonna stay backward and end their turn. That's what I was waiting for because I knew that would end their whole board building situation that they were about to do. Popping the Kirin, special summon any one of these two, start popping off. This thing has to come back onto the field. No, thank you. So here we're gonna join to the Ash. Of course, this thing was popped, so we're gonna come back to the hand, which we're not worried about at all. And then this thing gets to special summon, which I knew was gonna happen as well. So now this gets destroyed, and they don't play an extra copy of this thing. So all we have to worry about is this level A on the field. As again, that thing gets bodied. Garuna gets to activate, of course, but we have the Call by the Grave for it. Which we had the whole time, which is why I didn't worry too much about popping the Garunix and ending their turn, because I knew we could Call by the Grave it, right? So now they have to find a different way to get a level A on the field for it to be a threat. As we normal summon the Hydrant, special summon the Fire Attacker, get ourselves the Preventer. We're going to activate the alert here, searching our Turbulence. We're going to activate the Preventer here. We're going to banish the alert to special summon it onto the field. Give me that is mine. Activate its effect. Flip this thing face down, so that way if they have any shenanigans in the hand, we don't have to worry about it. We're going to link off into the Hita. You're playing fire monsters, which means give me that. They have their own Call by the Grave, though, which they decided to Call by the Grave the Hydrant. I don't know if that was necessarily a good play. I don't know if their main purpose was to negate it, because we activated it already, right? I don't know if the main purpose was to negate it or if they wanted to just get one of the fire rescue ace cards out of the graveyard. Not too sure, but we'll see, because he saw me search out the Turbulence, right? So he's like, oh, you can't special summon the Turbulence if you don't have the 2 cards, which we're not worried about at all, because now we do, right? We're going to link up the Hita and the Preventer into the Promethean La Princess, which now we get double the benefits, because we get to activate the Preventer, bring the Hydrant back onto the field, activate the Princess, bring back the Fire Attacker. With the Princess and the Fire Attacker, we're gonna go into the Salamangreat Raging Phoenix, because now I'm angry. Activate the Turbulence, banish 2 monsters from the graveyard, special summon the Turbulence, activate the Turbulence effect, set down my back row. Rescue me, please. It's an emergency. Extinguish them fools and contain me from this W if you can. Link up the the Phoenix, and we're gonna go into the World Dragon Sea Lantis, the boy. Activate its effect, the full field, get it out of here, bring it back out here, it's mine. Give me that. Bring the Turbulence back onto the field. Bring the Hydrant back out here. We're gonna put the OG Garunix in face down defense position. And this was not a mistake, but more like a misclick. I was trying to put this thing, both of them were supposed to be face down defense position, but it is what it is. We're gonna activate the Princess. Now we get to pop both of the cards. Unfortunately, because this thing was special or normal summon onto the field, they get to activate its effect, but it doesn't matter. I have an Ash. Negate that. I'm still feeling extremely joyous right now because we know we're making our way into this W. I think it's negated. Again, the Princess gets to come out here as we pop both of these monsters. They're going to activate the Fire King Ponus, which we don't care. I knew that was going to trigger anyways. They're going to get the Skyburn here. Who cares? We got a double pop. And nothing to worry about in the graveyard about it. Slapping 1 time, slapping twice, and that's GG's, my boy. The BANLIST did nothing. It didn't do anything. It didn't do anything. This deck is still crazy. So with that being said, let's go into the next replay. Replay number 6. I think it's replay number... No, this might be 5. 5, 6, 4. I don't know. I forget. 5. I think. We're going to normal summon the Airlifter here. We're going to activate its effect to get the emergency. We're going to get rid of the triple tactic talent. Excuse me? Getting rid of triple tactic talent? My talent? I'm not talented? Maybe, bro. It's just I'd rather keep both of these because, for example, I'm good against almost any hand trap. And then if they have an infinite impermanence, triple tactic talent is useless. So we're good against Effect Villain, we're good against Maxi. I'd rather keep these 3 in the hand than have the triple tactic talent. As we know, special summon the Avastar. We're gonna set these spoils in the back, activate the spoils, get the Avastar out of here, special summon the Hydrant, activate the Hydrant's effect, getting myself the Preventer. We're gonna link off the Hydrant into a Link Karibo, bring it out here, that's mine. Then we're going to use the Preventer to banish the Hydrant so we could special summon the Preventer. Then we're going to use both the Airlifter and the Link Karibo to go into the SP, the Little Knight. Stuart Little, bring it out here. We're going to activate the emergency, get the Preventer out of here so we special summon the Turbulence. Novemo. Activate the Preventer's effect, special summon the Hydrant back onto the field because it belongs to me. Activate the Turbulence, sit on our back or extinguish the fools, contain me, alert, and then rescue me as well. We're gonna shuffle that. We're gonna use the Turbulence and the SP, the Little Knight, to link off into the Promethean Princess, my royalty. Bring her out here. We're gonna activate the alert here, getting ourselves a impulse to the hand. We're gonna activate the Promethean Princess, special summon the Airlifter. With the Airlifter and the Prometheus, go into the Umbla, the Whale. Bring it out here. So here we're gonna set down our back row and our turn now. Rescue. I could have. Now that I think about it, I could have just rescued the preventer instead of using the alert here. I don't know what my thought process was completely, but I'm pretty sure I could have just rescued the preventer here and just have it on the field, but maybe I was thinking something else. Oh, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm doing it now. Special summon the preventer onto the field. Okay. So here they're gonna act. Oh, we're playing against Unchained as they activate the Abomination's Prison. We could have ashed it, but I decided not to. So they're gonna search themselves the Sharvada as they normal summon the tour guide. Let me guide you into this L as I activate my Ash Blossom because I'm still feeling joyous. Negate that. Negate that right there because it's gonna allow a 1-card combo. Now they have to kind of work for it. They have to set down a trap, pop it with the Sharvada. They're going to again pop it with the Sharvada, activate the prison because if the prison gets popped, you get to search out a monster if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna chain the princess to that. We're gonna pop the whale and pop the tour guide because again both of these equals a level 2 link monsters. We're not gonna allow that, and also me popping the tour guide doesn't do anything. If I pop the Sharvada, yeah, but we're gonna pop the tour guide. No, we're not, because they're gonna give the princess the finger. Unfortunately, called by the grave that thing, down them digits. So I'm going to activate the extinguish and I'm gonna pop the Sharvada here. They're gonna activate the Abominable Unchained, which was super delayed. A card was popped like 30 years ago, but it is what it is. Special summon it. Extinguish the Arvada, get it out of here. They're gonna call by the grave the princess, give her the finger, get it out of here. Negate it. Abomination's gonna. Oh, I thought it was supposed to. I should have read, but they special summon another Sharvada. They're going to activate the effect of the Abominable Unchained here. So they actually aimed exactly. I think it was at the contain, if I'm not mistaken. What did you? He hasn't done it yet. But either way, we're gonna activate the impulse. We're gonna chain that. We're gonna activate that preventer, and I'm gonna flip this thing face down because them having two Unchained monsters could be kind of a problem. So I decided to flip this face down. I don't know exactly what he targeted yet. So let me see. So yeah, we're gonna flip that thing face down. Impulse is gonna special summon a fire attacker. Oh yeah, I remember he actually went for the call by the grave and I was extremely hyped. So here they're gonna activate the well, not activate. They're gonna use the Sharvada and the tour guide to link off into the Unchanged Souls of Yama. Bring it out here. And this is why I went into the fire attacker, because I was thinking ahead. I knew they had to make this thing and add a card, which means I get to draw 2 and discard 1 with the fire attacker. I was thinking ahead, like I said. We draw into the effect veiler, which is what I was talking to you about during the breakdown of the deck list. Because now they're going to use both of these monsters to go into the anguish. And I don't even have to contain them. I just have to effect veiler them. And we could save the contain if they can manage to bring another monster onto the field and they make like the level 4 or anything like that. We could stop it with the contain anyways. So really good. He almost played through the board, but again, I was thinking ahead and bringing the fire attacker, giving us the effect veiler was extremely good. Also, yeah, I think they wasn't gonna play to the contain anyways. So with that being said, let's go to the next replay. Here we are for replay numero 6. I think this is definitely 6. And we're going second against a Horus Therion deck as they activate the Therion the Colosseum, getting themselves the Empress to the hand. And they end their turn. Alright, this is not a 1-turn kill, I can assure you that. Did I break? Get the side frame out of here, special summon the Avatar, activate the Avatar's effect, getting myself the spoils. And, okay, their field was glowing. Yeah, I almost got myself. What the heck am I doing, son? We have a 1-card combo, we're good. I slapped him for the 2500, the field was glowing. I already assumed what it was. It had to be Maxi, right? As I activate the spoils, there it is, the bug. I don't have an answer for it. It just sometimes you can basically tell what your opponent has in the hand if you pay attention. So we're gonna special summon the Hydrant, activate the Hydrant. They have an Ash. I wasn't too worried. I was mainly legitimately gonna get a airlifter and get myself another spell or trap. That was mainly it. I would have actually went for the Turbulence. If I could have set it up, I would have done it. Given them a +2, I think it was what I would have given them. If they didn't have the Ash, I would have been fine with that. But either way, we have Rescue, we have the Subversion, and we have an Extinguish. Plus, we have the Hydrant, and we have an Abiru. So I wasn't too worried. Right? So here they're going to activate the Therion Charge. They're going to send a Lily to the graveyard, activating a trade-in, sending a level 8 to the graveyard to draw 2, activating another copy of the Colosseum, searching out the King, the Regulus, the Boy, I really like the King Regulus. As they activate its effect, they're gonna attach the Lily to it. Now mind you, I'm gonna rescue the Lily because she needs rescuing, right? Now you're probably wondering, dude, don't you know that by doing that it doesn't stop the effect of the King? Yes, I know that, but then he can activate the effect of the Lily while having the King, and that's what I'm mainly trying to stop. I don't care about the negate, I'm caring about the effect of the Lily to search. So that's what we're doing here. That's what we're preventing by rescuing her. Bring her out here, she's mine. Just took your shorty, as they're gonna special summon the King Regulus. They're going to normal summon a Lawn Fire, this thing, Lawn Fire Blossom, which is their normal summon, and I'm assuming it's a 1-card combo. I haven't played this version of this deck, so I decided to extinguish it, get it out of here. Get it out of here right now, hoping that it will stop. They have another trading, send a level 8, draw 2. They're going to activate the Endless Engine, sending another King to the graveyard. Battle phase, they're going to slap over the Hydrant, get it out of here. That's going to trigger their field spell so they could get the Empress back to the hand. Main phase 2, they're going to activate the Empress, attaching the Lily to it, put it in the back, activating its effect, discarding a card, bring the Lily back over here. Then they're going to use both of these level 8s to go into the Zombie Vampire, bring it out here. He's really cooking though. Not anymore, because I have a Rock, Dwayne Johnson. They're going to get rid of the King Regulus, of course, to negate it, which is perfectly fine with us. It is what it is. Now here we're at the mercy of the mill as they activate, and here they mill 5 out of each card, each deck. So he actually managed to hit, let me see my mill. What? Excuse me? Oh, there it is. So he hit my Harpy Feather Duster, I crossed out the Alert and the Turbulence. So he chose to special summon the Turbulence instead of anything else to their side of the field. I'm guessing they didn't want me to special summon it or use it or whatever. So here we join to a reinforcement of the army, activating the Subversion, which I keep telling you is crack. Play this in your deck, man. Play it. So we're gonna push the thing back. We're gonna activate the spoils here. We're gonna recycle the Diablo so we could search something out. No, we're not, because they have an Ash. Would it have been better to just activate the reinforcement first? It doesn't matter. We still have full combo. Activate the reinforcement, get myself the Airlifter, and you know where we're going from here. Activate the Airlifter's effect, getting myself the Rescue HQ. Activate the Rescue HQ. Well, no. We're gonna set it down. We're gonna use both of these monsters to link up into the Heat Top. And every time I play against Horus and they have this boss monster, I like bringing it out here because I like the animation. Look at it. It's that simple. That thing is really cool. Bring it out here. We're going to use all 3 of these monsters to link up into my royalty, the Promethean Princess. That's my shorty right there. Activate her effect. Special summon the Hydrant. Activate the Hydrant. Get myself the Turbulence. We're going to activate the Turbulence. Banish 2 cards. Special summon it. And this is why we got the HQ, the headquarters. Activate the headquarters. Recycle 5 of our cards. Well, 4 of our cards. Draw 1. And then we get to set them down in the back row after we just recycle them, which I always thought was insane. But I really like decks that have synergy like this. It's your whole engine synergizing. Now we get to activate the Alert. Get the Preventer to the hand. We're going to use the Hydrant and the Princess to link off into the Amphibious Ambler Wheel, which I should have went into the Raging Phoenix, which it is what it is. We're going to activate the Preventer here, banishing the Hydrant, special summon it. We're going to use the Whale to link off into the World Sea Dragon Sea Lantis. And I'm not even going to lie to you, I low-key forgot that this belonged to me. After I put this thing in the back, this was just not even on the field to me, because I was like, the game is won. We're going to activate the Sea Lantis again. I forgot that belonged to me, which makes it worse, because I get to special summon it back onto my side of the field as well. So even if, which I didn't think about, I'm not even going to lie to you and pretend like it was a big brain play. But the funny thing is that if I didn't have any other way of getting this out on the field by myself, me activating the World Sea Lantis would have brought it back, and I could have set down my back row, which would have been insane. So yeah, we get to special summon both copies onto our side of the field, and it's more than lethal damage. It's big body sticks all day, every day right now. Like 3,000, 3,000, 2,500, and I think it's 2,800. Come on, bro. It's GG's. So with that being said, let's go into the next replay. Right, gang? So here we're going second against MathMech. And I still have more replays for you guys. I think I have 3 to 4 more. One of them is an 11 turn one. But I think I'm going to leave the video with this last replay right here. And I might make a different video out of the 11 turn one. But here they're going to normal summon the Fire Defensor. Link it off into the Link Karibo. They're going to activate the defensive effect, special summon the Firewall Guardian. They're going to use both of these monsters right here to link off into the Splash Mage, start splashing. They're going to activate the Fire Ward Guardian, special summoning, activating the Mage, special summon the Fire Wall. Then with these 2 level 4s, they're going to Exceed Summon into the Alaverdian, bring it out here. They're going to activate Alaverdian's effect. Now I hadn't activated the effect builder yet because they hadn't had the singular. They only have 2 level 4s. None of these are actually like usable by the trap. So I decided to just wait until they made this thing so I could use the effect builder. Stop that right there. Which is not going to stop them from making the board. It's just going to stop them from making that extra play, right? As they're going to activate the addition, adding a body onto the field to link it off into the link decoder. Bring it out here. Da Vinci. They're going to use both of these monsters right here to link off into the Transcode Talker, which is crazy because now the decoder gets to special summon itself back onto the field, and then the Transcode Talker is going to talk to you next by bringing the Splash Mage back out here. Now they're going to use all 3 of these monsters to link up into the Fire Ward Dragon Dark fluidly. As they activate its effect, they're going to send to the graveyard a Dotscaper, activating its effect, special summoning it. And then with both of these monsters linking off into the Decode Talker Heat Soul, bring it out here. Which is also going to activate its effect to draw a card here. I'm going to chain the Impulse to it. And it didn't matter because they had an Ash in the hand. And you're looking at my hand, you're looking at their field, you're like, how the heck do you win this? Look at my hand. How the heck do you do that? You're going to see how. So again, they get to draw a card here, set it. And it's crazy because I don't think they ever searched it. You're going to see what their back row is. And I don't think they ever searched it. They just drew into it. But either way, get my Mystic out here, my Bonfire. As they activate the Dark Fluid's effect, they're going to send the Sivers the Save Room. And then they're going to activate the Decode Talker here so they could draw another card. So we activate with the Bonfire, and legitimately, I had to pray that he didn't use this thing. Which he didn't use it, probably trying to save it for the spoils. He was being smart, but we outplayed him as I activate the Bonfire here. Getting myself the Poplar to the hand. We're going to activate the Poplar by special summoning. Activate its effect. They're going to hit us with an effect veiler. Now you're probably like, how the heck do you win this? I don't know, bro. I don't know, but it happened. As we activate the, well, not activate the Poplar, we're going to use it as link material to link off into the Link Karibo. Bring it out here. We're going to activate the Poplar's effect, set it down in the back row. I just did that just in case we magically happen to join to a spoils or something, because this doesn't matter. I only need 4 spaces in the back anyways. It is what it is. As we activate the Preventer, we're going to banish the Impulse. Now we're going to use the Preventer and the Link Karibo to link off into the SP, the Little Knight. So we activate the SP Little Knight. We're going to banish the Dark Fluid out of here, activating the Rescue Ace Preventer so we can special summon the Impulse. So mind you, if you're going to see it, and you're probably wondering why wouldn't they use it. They can't use it because I chain link block the SP with the Preventer, which is really smart, right? We're going to special summon the Impulse over here. We're going to get rid of Dark Fluid with the Impulse and the SP Little Knight. We're going to go into my Promethean, the Princess, my royalty, my shorty. We're going to activate her effect, and there it is. He had the Silent Conflict the whole time. So essentially, he probably would have activated this onto the SP Little Knight, but he couldn't because I chain blocked it with the Preventer. And now he gets to activate the Silent Conflict. And now it is a conflict because I'm mad now. I want problems. Because I think it's negated and banished. Not destroyed, banished. So it's sad times. At least we get to activate the Turbulence here. Banish 2, special summon it. And there it is. The Rock Dwayne Johnson, the People's Elbow. How the heck do you win this, bro? You don't. Or you do. I don't know. Pretty sure we did. I'm just messing with you, fam. As they're going to draw a card here. They're going to put the this thing in defense position. Because, of course, look at all the resources my boy used. Like, that's insane. I don't even know how we're still here. But either way, we're going to draw into a Preventer, which is amazing. Activate the Preventer. Banish the Turbulence. Then we're going to activate the Extinguish because I have a Turbulence on the field. And that right there is lethal damage. I just I have no words for you, bro. Onto what the how the heck did I have any expectations of winning this? No. Especially after the Nibiru, especially after the Promethean got banished, no. But that Preventer pulling up and me knowing that they didn't have anything else, yeah, I was extremely happy. So we're gonna leave it at that. Like, I legitimately have more replays for you guys, but I don't want the video to be extremely long. So let's go back to the deck list. Hi familia, here we are for replay the deck list portion of the video again. Now, mind you, usually I will show you the win ratios and all of that in the thing, but I as soon as I play the 20 games with this thing, I made it to Diamond 3. And then I D-ranked again, but I switched the deck because I was trying to test out some of the shenanigans. But I'll show you the picture. We went 13-7 with the deck, which is still extremely crazy. And like I said, 3 of the games were legitimately like my opponent stopped me with 3 hand traps. It was crazy shenanigans. The BANLIST didn't do anything. The deck is still extremely powerful. It's still extremely good. And if you want to climb to Masters, you could speed run to Master with this deck. You could definitely do it. The deck is insane. It plays well on the Max T. You can dodge effects, and it's crazy. So with that being said, again, I hope you guys did enjoy the content. If you did, remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe, because I would greatly appreciate it. Any comment, questions, and concerns in the comment section below. I try to always reply. Continue having a great day, and I'm gonna catch you guys next time. Peace.